Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about the tournament mode that has been announced for Naruto Storm Revolution. We've seen a little bit of it in trailers, and we also had a press release regarding, pretty much what it's about. Now, from my understanding, from what we got from all these different trailers and press releases, this is going to be a one-player type of deal. This isn't going to be where you can play online. Apparently, it's going to be able to have 4 characters at once on screen, and from my understanding, these battles are won by collecting battle orbs gained by attacking opponents. The character with the most battle orbs at the end of the match wins. And from what I've seen so far, it seems as though, similar to when Naruto Storm Generation came out, instead of having like the way, Storm 3, Storm 2, how they have the story going along. It seems as though this is going to be some sort of side story, but this is just going to be like a complete original. This isn't even, from what it seems that, like, from what we've seen from the trailer, that it's going to be anything to do with the actual story. It's not going to continue on from when the manga left off or where the last video game left off, Storm 3. It seems as though, from what I can tell, unless they added in this extra mode with all these cutscenes and everything, that tournament mode is pretty much going to be the story mode from what I see. Because first of all, you got the cutscenes, you got the animated cutscenes, you got all that good shit. And then I'm guessing that Robo Naruto or Mecha Naruto, whatever you want to call him, is going to be a big factor in this. Maybe they're having a tournament, and then Mecha Naruto crashes it, and everyone has to try and stop him, or something along the lines of that. I mean, it's cool that we're getting an original, so in that aspect, I like it. I wish we would have continued on with the story, but in essence, how much do we really have to go on from the video game? Because up until this was released, we still have material left or whatever, but if you look at it, we have from 599 to chapter, we're on 663, so I guess we have like 60 chapters worth of stuff. Would that be good enough to make an entire game out of? I mean, it would just basically be playing through more of the war, and I guess, like, if you do it like in a Shadow of the Colossus approach, where you just have boss battle after boss battle, maybe fighting the Juby, then Ten Tails this, and host that or whatever. I'm trying not to be spoilerific or whatever here. You could do that, but I guess doing a tournament mode is probably the best solution they had, since they are abandoning the Storm series shortly after this one. I think that this is the final Storm game in the franchise, so I guess that this is the approach they decided to take. I'm excited to a certain degree. First of all, I know from Storm 3, when they have more than 2 characters on the field, it can get a bit laggy, and the frames can drop dramatically. So I hope they improve that, especially for this tournament mode. If we're going to have up to 4 people at a time on the screen, which, by the way, should have been, if anything, maybe an online thing. That would have been kind of cool. But they need to fix that lag bullshit, because that was horseshit. It was annoying, and none of us liked it. Whereas, like, when you have multiple characters on the screen, shit gets messy. Especially, like, I remember when you were playing as Sasuke, and you were going to the 5 Kage Summit, fighting all those drones. It was a pain in the ass when it started lagging. Or I remember in the final boss battles against the Masked Man, when you're as the QB, it gets really laggy. So hopefully they fix that for this tournament mode. Again, that's one of my fears, but it seems as though it's going to be fun. I'm curious as to how long it'll be. Probably not that long. I remember Storm Generation wasn't that long, so they're probably not going to make this that long. And I guess, again, I'm happy, because me personally, I'm always thinking like, okay, these video games, this is the opportunity they could tell original stories. I always wish Dragon Ball Z would do this, because it's like, yo, there's so many stories they could pull out of their ass. Just do something like that for a video game. So with this one, it's like, okay, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to have this Robo Naruto, which, not that exciting of an idea, but him crashing the tournament after, like, having this big setup, it seems like it could be interesting and fun to play at the very least. So, as far as tournament mode goes, I'm glad that it's something a little bit different. I hope that that's not the basis, and the story mode in general is tournament mode, but we'll have to wait and see as far as that goes, because it seems that they did invest quite a bit of time into the, cutscenes and stuff like that, and they're not going to do that for anything. So hopefully, we'll just wait and see. As of right now, it looks like it's a lot of fun based off the cutscenes of, and the gameplay that we've seen of, like, Naruto sliding and all sorts of shit. And I'm curious as to how the orb thing is going to work as well. But only time will tell. Right now, it looks pretty freaking cool, though. And I'm just excited to see what they do with it. Let me know what you think. Excited for tournament mode? Do you think that that's going to be the basis of this game? What do you think about this being the last Naruto Storm game until, like, the next franchise or whatever? Hopefully the engine is different, but it still keeps the beauty. Until next time, bring your A game. It's no longer a game, people.